Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Abdul Aleem coming at you live with a song of Pitch and Throttle, episode number 10. We into double digits, you guys, and we're on today with another super special guest. This lady is a pro pilot. She is a filmmaker, a vlogger, a traveler, an Instagram pro. She is a racer who's been all around the European circuit. She has flown in Hawaii, in Greece, Malta, Paris, China, Amsterdam. She was recently on German TV to show off the wonderful sport of drone racing for people all over Europe. She's been running vlogs for a whole lot of time, inspired by people who just don't give up, like Elon Musk, J.K. Rowling, and her friend Birgit. We welcome to the stream today the absolutely fantastic Miss Lexi Janson. Welcome, Lexi. Yee-hoo. Well, you've been flying for quite a long time, Lexi. Since 2014, if I've stalked you correctly. So for 6 years flying FPV now. After so many years in so many spots and having flown with like all the big names in our hobby, you guys can go down to Lexi's Instagram, one of the most populated and prettiest looking in FPV Instagrams that are out there. You'll see selfies with Ledrib, Bardwell, Trappy, Mr. Steele, you name them. She's flown with them. After all these years, how do you feel about FPV, Lexi? Yeah, I think that is something that I also find that's really special, because look, I'm here sitting down in Karachi, Pakistan. You're sitting in Germany, up in Europe. We've got a couple of friends online with us watching. There is no stream. Can't hear Lexi. Can't hear Lexi. Lexi, say things. That's not why. So stream. So hey stream. Say things now, Lexi. Say things now, Lexi. Can you guys hear her now?
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking just some nonsense, and you can tell us if you hear my nonsense or not. It's really important if you hear my nonsense. Nonsense. Let's talk about, I don't know, drones. Guys, how do you build your drones? Because I'm kind of in the progress. I stopped for the stream, and I hear myself now.
I think I say things one more time.
Okay, I cannot see anyone in comments saying that they hear my nonsense, but it's okay.
I hear.
You can hear her now, just with an echo.
Absolutely fantastic. I listen to it all day long. All day long. I have fixed it. But you have an echo now, you say?
I don't have an echo anymore, but I did have an echo before.
Okay. So stream. If you guys have been joining us, we're having some technical difficulties of technical nature. That generally tend to happen when you're trying to do things. But we've sort of, I believe we figured it out. We've got people from Belgium watching us, letting us know that the stream was clear. It was clear. It could see you fantastically. They just couldn't hear you. Now they can hear, but they say there's an echo. There's an echo when I talk. So maybe it's on your side. This is the claim. This is what someone has said to me, that there's an shouldn't be. I agree.
I have the headphones, so you shouldn't hear yourself, kind of.
I think now. Let's reach out now. Stream. Let us know. I think I've solved it. Both of them have an echo. No, but there's a huge echo. Philip, oh hey Philip, I hear you. Lexi is good, but I have a huge echo. Okay. I think I've sorted it now. What fun! People thought they were going to join us and learn how to balance audio levels across multiple mics and continents.
Yeah, it happens. It's normal.
What fun!
At the same time, I saw that you were on my screen, and I was just laying in the grass. I crashed.
So I have kicked it up there. Why don't you take us up there? Take us for an FPV ride? Take us for an FPV ride. This is a wonderful track. Show us. This is a wonderful track that you're on. It's called Round Baller by community track builder, who's another community track builder and another senior pilot in the game. A real world pilot. He has really fun. Don't try to fly the track. Just get a feel for it. Just fly around, feel out the environment. Visit the environment.
Yeah, I'm kind of, I wasn't playing Liftoff for such a long time. It feels different. Whee!
Yeah, there've been
I like flying the track. I'm a racing pilot. There is a barn.
The barn is well done. Now that's the sign of a pro. That's the sign of a pro, you guys. She just went through the barn like it was nothing at all. It's like, oh look, a barn.
Oh, I'm lost. Oh, I found myself.
So there've been a whole bunch of physics-related updates to the game. Now there's even a new update to the game. Called Physics 4.0 Plus, where they've got like all sorts of really cool stuff happening. Boom. Like they've got all sorts of really cool stuff happening. They're adding lift and drag. I know my voice is really annoying, stream. I'm sorry. Apparently there's still two of my voices, Lexi. Apparently there's still two of my voices. It's all to do.
I can hear just one.
If only everyone could. I thought I had another sound source running. I have fixed that. I believe I have fixed that. How about now,
guys, tell us what's going on.
What's going on?
Anyway, yeah. Okay, so I should be talking, right? When I'm talking, I'm actually not flying that good. It's like a real thing. When you have to focus on flying only, then you just focus on flying only. I'm actually trying to make a stream with my friends, but some of them can't really talk while flying. So then there's just me talking nonsense.
I could listen to your nonsense all day long, Lexi. I believe it. How beautiful you are. I believe it's fixed now. You took us through that chat. F in the chat. Is that how the Zoomer kids do it? F in the chat for respect, for getting it solved, and Lexi for taking us through this difficult time together.
Yeah, I was just flying. But yeah, I really haven't flown Liftoff for such a long time.
No. Can you tell me what drone are you flying inside this? Is this one that you made yourself?
I think it's a Rooster from Armatan. Actually, you know that in Liftoff you can find my motors.
Really? The new shiny ones that you just put out?
No, the shiny ones are just T-Motor, but there's Ego Drift Atom Bomb Baby by Lexi, and it's a purple, really pretty motor. It's at the beginning of the whole list. And this is what I'm flying. They don't produce them anymore, but they're in the game. And they have little exo Lexi there.
That's fantastic. That's a really cool thing to have. That hey, you're gonna have that at least in some way, shape, or form. You'll be able to fly that motor.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's my motor in there. I was actually looking for it, like it's still there when I was talking to you at the beginning, when I was updating the game and everything. I was like, oh, is my motor still there? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah. So thanks, guys, from Liftoff.
Super cool.
It really means a lot.
Guys in the chat, have you guys have you guys been through like building the beautiful quads in this, and have you checked out Lexi's super cool motor?
They're
Shout
purple.
out to the developers for helping out the pro pilots. The purple ones, there was someone looking for a pink quad. I forget who. There was someone in the chat, and they really wanted a fully pink build. I think those purple motors could work for him. Chris, I want to say his
Yeah,
name
but
was
it's
Chris
totally
something.
not pink, but it's purple. But purple gives plus 50 to skill, just if you don't know, guys. I think the Drip would agree with me, and Zoe as well.
Yeah, I'm an engineer, and I can vouch for those numbers. That yes, that's definitely the math. The math.
I'm an engineer too, and yes, trust me, I'm an engineer. Ah! I crashed. Anyway,
what you're doing really well. She's like,
so
I mean, you've
different.
immediately gotten. How different? How does it feel different from real life? That's the real question for
Oh, it's a little
pilot,
bit more
eh?
floaty still than the normal quad. I think that it's a little bit more floaty, and even though I have like 50 degrees cam angle here, it's not really like, it doesn't feel like my 50. It feels a little bit like my NES, I don't know.
What do you fly in real life?
50 degrees.
My God, you didn't see me whinge right there, but I whinged when you said 50. Because at least in the sim, you tend to run into a lot of people who fly at like 50, 60 degrees, right? But they're not always real world pilots.
Yeah.
You know, and I've made my peace with that playing the simulator. That you know, no matter how fast you think you are, no matter how hot you think you are, there's a 14-year-old somewhere warming up with your best times. I met that 14-year-old, 15-year-old actually from China earlier today when I was testing, and I saw someone flying and doing a great job, and I talked to him, and they asked, "Hey, how old are you?" He said, "Hey, I'm 32," and the guy was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go home now."
Yeah, exactly. There's always a kid better than you.
It's very respectable that you fly 50 degrees in the real world. There's just nothing quite like that feel, but a little floaty, you say. So I've got an exciting update for you on that, Lexi. There's an update for you, and some of the chat who's who may be part of the regular chat might already know, but maybe some of you guys don't know. There's an update in Liftoff that's being worked on right now, a very exciting physics related update, basically, which takes the physics models, the models that the game has inside it with how it deals with the quad and aerodynamics, and it changes them. Basically goes from high school level equations to university level equations, adds lifts and drag. No, nobody saw that. Nothing happened. Nobody saw.
No.
Lexi, hold on. Yeah, okay. Hopefully the jib stays here, and we'll show you in just a moment. But
yeah,
so
I can just
putting
land.
up an update that adds lift and drag to the game. Like instead of just a flat plate moving through the air, they've added the full model of the quadcopter itself. So depending on which frame you choose, the quad will behave differently in the air, and depending on what attitude you have while you're going through the air, the quad will behave differently because it will have different lift and different drag forces on it. Exciting stuff. So maybe swing back to lift a week or two, and you find that floaty feeling is even more reduced. Could be.
I'll check it out.
In the meantime,
actually landed.
Can I ask you to click the top person? You see those people on, you know how to spectate people in Liftoff? Yeah, Lexi?
Now I do. I clicked it. It works. We're watching the first one. It's
top
Iliep.
Yeah. Iliep, yes. That's Iliep. Yes. He's crazy. He fair.
Damn. I thought that I was doing a good job, and now I'm like, that was doing a good job. I'm
So you guys missed out on just the look on Lexi's face there, because we didn't have her full screen, but that just look of trepidation was exactly how we all feel when we see Iliep flying. Well, we don't know exactly how to pronounce his name. Lexi, we're not sure. Some of us go with Ilijit. You went with Iliyet. People go with Iljit. We're not sure on how to pronounce his name. We just know
I'm
that
actually
he's crazy
asking
fast.
people such things on the live stream, and then they sometimes message me on my Facebook with a voice message on how to read their name. I think it's really cool.
That's an interesting thing to ask for. I'm gonna next time, if anyone knows Ilijip or Ilijip, if you're watching the stream, please teach us how to say your name. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah, so we can do it properly. Lovely. It's really helping.
So one thing that's really different though, Lexi, from the way that you fly and the way, for example, that the Jip is flying right now, is battery life. If you take a look at his throttle stick down at the bottom while he's flying, could you use your throttle like that in a real world race and like get away with it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's news to this. For how long? Like you can get 3 laps out of a battery and you can do things like that to it? You can get 3 laps out of the battery?
Yeah, just 3 laps, not more.
Wow, that's that. I suppose I'm unaware of this simply because when I try to fly that fast in the real world, I'll crash out on lap 1 or lap 2. And then the battery sagged on me. It was the wheel just sagged totally.
Yeah, I mean, I've been training with one of the best pilots in Germany, with Stickman FPV, with Scave FPV, and with Heiko Schenk FPV. And yeah, they are really doing a good job training me. And it's been going faster and faster. So now 3 laps and done. Nothing more.
I'm a big fan of Stickman. I've been watching Stickman since like the way back when, and you put out like these really cinematic edits. I remember especially of one of a little girl and a little boy who just want to fly, and their mom is like supposed to build a quad for them, but mom is busy doing like a makeup vlog, and then they make like a cardboard radio and like a cardboard Dude made me cry, man. Go look it up. Stickman FPV, dreaming of FPV. You guys, that it made me cry. I dare you watch that. I dare you, Lexi.
I think there's another Stickman.
Watch his old video. He races now. You look at his old videos.
We need to look at old Stickman's videos.
Yes,
there's something that made him cry.
I should share this with you.
Do it. He's gonna look for it. If this is our Yannick, we're gonna make fun of him tomorrow. There's a video that Yannick probably did. No, we didn't see it. I think there is another Stickman.
I believe
no,
it's the same person. I have been stalking him for many years as well.
That it was funny.
I believe I have switched you over to, speaking of the real world chat, we're keeping the stream moving along. So if you guys are catching along and watching, let me just check out. Do we have any comments we have to catch up on? Tom Russo is moving his head around while you were flying. So people really getting in on your flow, Lexi. Great stuff. Power play. And who else we got here? Let's see. Let's throw us back onto. So I've taken you to Bardwell's house. Have you been to Bardwell's house in real life?
No, but I really want to go. So after the lockdowns, I'm gonna probably go, and we agreed with Joshua that we're gonna make a video on which we're gonna say, I'm gonna say my name is Lexi Janson, and you're probably not gonna learn anything today.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. Oh wow. Oh, okay, so that reminds me of 2 things. That's absolutely fantastic. You heard it here first stream. That's great. One of the things I wanted to press while we were doing this was a record button, and we didn't press that record button since we were fighting with this audio buffer in the middle. So I wonder who was in charge of that. Someone needs to
I'm crashing
into that. Yeah, someone.
I'm all over the place.
So I've taken you to Mr. Bardwell's house, and this is an accurate representation of his house. Have you flown this track before in Liftoff?
No. Wait, I'm out of the fly zone.
This is.
Wait, I want to go to his house. Hey.
Yeah.
Here.
There are
Hello.
2 secrets for you to find here. One,
There's his
Joshua
face.
Bardwell appears in the track somewhere. Yes, you know
Here.
the face. Lexi Janson looking for the face of Bardwell, the one who
Here.
teaches us all.
Here.
Boom.
Joshua.
You
I'm in
go
his car.
straight.
Damn it, I'm in his car.
Now she's under his car. You can scooch out. You can totally see. Yeah, well done. There's turtle.
Yeah, I
more.
kind of. There is turtle.
Do
God.
you know?
No, I didn't. I told you it was a while. Okay, so I found one secret. I found Joshua.
There's one more secret, and this is one that even I didn't know about. I don't think anyone knew about this. We were in live stream a few episodes ago. The secret on us, I think when Drib was on with us, well, Drib did confirm that this place is an accurate representation of Mr. Bardwell's house. Now, while Lexi is out looking for another secret, let's see what our chat has to say. Impressive flying, Lexi. The NateMex FPV is impressed that you were able to warm up on a pretty technical track. Our first track. This one is also a pretty technical track, even though you haven't played Liftoff for a long time. Remember, she's a real world pilot and we're playing a video game. It's different, you guys. The skills are similar, but they're not the same, man. They are not the same. Ilyajip has been using Liftoff for many years and nobody knows, and he's always been very fast. So everyone who plays Liftoff, even the fastest pilots, all have this story that, you think you're so fast and you think you've got the best time ever, and then Ilyajip appears and breaks it on his warm-up lap.
Yeah.
So we've got Lexi.
Sounds like real life problems.
And doing a very decent job.
I'm just looking around like what's in here.
Very, very decent job. Yeah, having a good time about it.
I'm lost now.
And the game's working fine for you?
Yeah.
Let me check out what our timeline is looking like as well. We're doing good.
Oh, we're going underneath.
So I give you a hint. Yeah, that the fence cap is part of the race. And shockingly, it's not the hardest part of the race. I mean, the hardest part of the race is coming up right now. It's right here, this corridor, because of the dance chains. Yeah, you hit the chains.
I did hit the chains. I didn't think that they will stop me.
That's exactly what's happened to each and every person who's flown this track ever. Is, hey, there can't be chains there, or hey, they wouldn't have put physics on the chains. Why would you put physics on the chains?
Yeah, exactly. This is not what anyone does. Why would you put it? Oh, damn it, too high.
Ooh.
See, this is a person who has not been flying.
Lexi,
Yeah.
you may want to pull your tilt down from your monster 50 degrees for this one, because did you see the trampoline behind the house?
No. Yes, I did saw it.
There's a trampoline behind the house, and it has physics. You can actually bounce in the trampoline. It's a real trampoline.
Damn it. I don't care about the track anymore. Okay, where's the trampoline? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, it does bounce. A lot, actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
It bounced us all the way out of your stream. It bounced so hard. I'm back on board. Lexi Janson now having a good time on Joshua Bardwell track in a song of Pitch and Throttle. If you guys have just joined us, welcome to episode number 10 of a song of Pitch and Throttle. We have our wonderful guest, Lexi Janson, MaiOnHigh. We are on board with her, ripping around Joshua Bardwell's yard right now. Boom, and the wild Ilyajip streaks past.
I want to talk about it.
Dude, you're doing a really good job given how many hours you have in the game and how long you have played this game. And so since Lexi also runs some really fun live streams, you all should go check out her YouTube and Instagram channels. Very active and very good channels to watch as an
2 videos a week, guys.
She's and she does this professionally, man. She's like a social content media manager and stuff. Like, she knows what she's doing, man. You can like learn her tricks and stuff, man.
Yeah, you can
So
actually buy my
that's a really
ebook
good
too.
resource for you guys to go down and
I made an ebook on how to grow your social
ebook
media.
and you
It's
even
a real
had
thing.
FPV LUTs before Johnny had them, right? Like you had them before they were cool.
Yeah.
OG pilot in the house. Okay, so now if you thought that was if you thought you got distracted from that one got distracted from racing in that one, you're really about to get distracted now, Lexi. Really,
Oh no.
really about
I'm just
to get
gonna
distracted.
I'm just gonna pull down and let's watch someone. Oh look, match.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Someone
so
just
let's
crashed
watch
when I put it on.
Shah FPV. He's number 4 in the list. He's the purple streak. Shah FPV. He's at the 31-second time right now. So this guy is not a real world pilot. He's not a real world pilot. Far from it. He is the anti-real world pilot because he's a DJI pilot. He's a professional DJI videographer and photographer. Yeah, exactly. He's really talented. He does really good work, really beautiful work. Sayyid Farooq Shah is his name. Y'all can check him out on the internet. But he's been wanting to get into FPV for a long time, and he'd been wanting me to help him. So I told him, hey, buddy, all you need is stick time. Get the simulator, get a radio, get Liftoff, because it's the simulator that I have, so you can fly with me, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that was the plain and simple. Like, and I can do like a Matthew McConaughey here as well. That I used to fly Liftoff before they made me stream for Liftoff, like he did for the Chevy
Before it was
commercial.
cool.
Before it was cool. But he's only been flying for a month and a half total. He's never flown an acro quad since a month and a half. Only flown in the simulator, but he's flown. He's put in his hours. He's put in like in this month and a half while we've been in lockdown, and the growth is so impressive. Really looking forward to seeing him in the real world. He stopped flying now. He might be watching the stream.
He is. He's actually commenting.
He's watching the stream.
He stopped flying just to answer us.
All right, I'll give you a minute more to show us your flying, Farooq buddy, because I'm gonna switch up the track. We want to keep switching up the track, keep it fresh, keep it hot.
You can switch it.
One of the things that's great about the simulator that you don't have to deal with in the real world, like say, as you know, we have our real world pilot blues, man, going out searching for spots and just physically driving from one spot to the other spot at times can be very taxing. So here you can see me just switching out. The stream can now see my screen where I'm switching up tracks to a track that I showed you earlier that you were very excited about. This is a track from another person who's been featured on our stream, and another person who's flying with us right now, as a matter of fact, the fantastic Mekon. This is an older track of Mekon's. It's called Mekon's Castle, and it's just exactly what it says on the can. It's a castle. So we're gonna get to go flying in a castle, and this time we'll try to go flying in it together. Is Mekon still in the lobby? Boom, Mekon is still in the lobby as well.
Yeah,
so if you've got some thoughts on the track, you can give them directly to the track builder live in the stream. You watching Mekon? Drop a comment, buddy, so we know that you're here. Fabrice Pichet, hello from France. Bonjour, mon ami. It's good to have you on board. And I had promised the chat we would write down where everyone was from. So if you guys tell me where you're from, I would love to hear that. And I will write it down on the board behind us. Seth Robinson, full CT is not on with us today, but happy birthday, Seth. It's full CT's
Happy birthday,
Lexi. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Fabrice Pichet from France. Fabrice, in my horrible handwriting, I do apologize. From France. Farrukh, I know, is in Pakistan. Woohoo! Represent Pakistan. Let's see if we can fill up the board with countries. Chat. Did you manage to get into the game, Lexi?
Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the things that you were saying. I'm really easy to distract.
Ooh, so at least someone thinks I'm doing a good job. Do you guys think I'm doing a good job? Shout out.
I think he's doing a good job.
Smash that like button. Belgium. We've got Belgium in the chat. We've got Shane MaiOnHigh from the UK in the chat. Who else do we got? Woo woo. All right. USA. Tom Russo. America.
USA.
What did you do? USA.
I crashed. Ah.
Okay, let me hop back on to Lexi. So take your time. Don't try to fly the track at first. Just get a feel for the castle. You should know that the track builder, Mr. Maikon, personifies himself as a bit of an evil scientist. So there may be things in the track deliberately put there to mess with you. Like
for example, all the squares.
Yes, ma'am.
They already mess up with my head.
Yes.
With my eye. Wait, I'm gonna put glasses on and then I'm gonna see better, right? That's how it works. No?
Fair enough.
Not really. Like,
so okay. In the Bardwell track, we were complaining about those the chains on the swing. The developers put in the chains to be true to Bardwell's house and true to graphics. Maikon would have put in the chains just to make you suffer.
Makes sense.
He enjoys giving you a challenge, but what's true is that it's so satisfying when you manage to finish the track, you know. It's so satisfying. And luckily, you're not burning props, you're not breaking arms, you're not destroying beautiful blingy motors. You guys should go check out, like, I think it's the newest video on Lexi's channel, in which she shows off these bling new T motors, dude. Much shiny. Right? I don't think the camera and the lighting did them justice, but much shiny. Absolutely.
There's
gorgeous.
A lot of shiny. They're so beautiful. There's a giveaway that too, so you should guys go check it out. You can win some.
Really?